Yo, what is going on, guys? Hutcho322 here, and I'm your coach of the Portland Timbers in the UPA, the United Pokemon Association. And today I'm bringing you guys my UPA Season 3 Playoffs Round 1 match against Elliot. I'm Mr. Flubadub, the coach of the Surrey Snorlaxes. And in our last match, we did lose to Loris, only 1-0 though, so we were able to make playoffs. And the fact that Blue forfeited, we ended the season with a 7-5 record, which is good enough to go to the playoffs, because we were the third best team. My team, out of the 4 teams, we were the third best team, so only 2 of us were allowed to make it, and me and Milan from my team made it to the playoffs. So here we are. We're going to be playing, like I said, Elliot, and he is 6-5. He has only played 11 games because he had a DNP against Andrew, which is a did not play, and it really wouldn't have mattered because Elliot's team was the best team, so everyone from his team got to make it to playoffs, and Andrew was undoubtedly the best player from his team, and he had the worst team. He was on the worst team and made it to the playoffs guaranteed because he was number 1 in that. So yeah, just I'm sorry if that was confusing, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be playing this match, and we did win last time against him. We won 2-0 in week 4. I think Bobby put in work that week. I remember that was the thumbnail for the video. But anyways, let's just go ahead and start talking about teams. He had the ability to bring Hydreigon, Celebi, Galvantula, Blastoise, Hitmontop, or Oricorio Ghost, Mega Mawile, Terrakion, Diggersby, Typhlosion, and Garbodor. And we, of course, were able to bring Tapu Bulu, Gliscor, Empoleon, Ribombee, Incineroar, Linoone, Mega Medicham, Hoopa Unbound, Tyrantrum, Rotom Frost, and Whiscash. So, like I said, we won last time. I did mix up the team a little bit. You can see that we are bringing Incineroar, Ribombee, Tapu Bulu, Empoleon, Mega Medicham, and Linoone, and he's bringing Terrakion, Celebi, Mega Mawile, Diggersby, Blastoise, and Typhlosion. Last time, the team that we brought was Incineroar, Ribombee, Mega Medicham, Gliscor, Rotom Frost, and Hoopa Unbound. So we're mixing it up a little bit, just because I feel like this team is going to be a little bit better. I don't like this matchup. I don't like having to play Terrakion, Diggersby, Mega Mawile, and Hydreigon at the same time. That's actually terrifying. So anyways, let's just go ahead and start talking about the team. First up, we have Great R, Incineroar, Leftovers, Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Knockoff, U-Turn, Protect, 248 in HP, 84 in defense, and 176 in speed with Jolly Nature. This is enough speed to outspeed a max speed Mega Mawile. Just don't want to get 100% destroyed by that, so at least we'll have Intimidate for that thing. We have we're going to resist the Iron Heads. Player ups are neutral, but I know we can take at least one, and we'll be able to outspeed it. Flare Blitz does a lot to that. Knockoff is really good against the entirety of his team. I was really scared against webs, or scared about webs, because if I have, or if he has webs up, then this team is very, very hard to pull off. So this was at least nice to pressure the Galvantula. He doesn't even bring Galvantula, but that's the thing. And then we have, next up, Tinkerbell, our Ribombee, which is my guaranteed lead. We have, or wait, yeah, guaranteed lead. It was Life Orb with Shield Dust, Moonblast, Hidden Power Ground, Sticky Web, and U-Turn. Max special attack, max speed. And the reason that webs were so scary was because of Diggersby. Diggersby destroys the entirety of my team, so if he had webs up, all my strategies wouldn't work. I'll talk about my strategies in a bit. But, yep, this thing is really, really good against him. Moonblast, HP Ground, covers a lot of his team, and this thing, Life Orb, hits so tremendously hard. It'll outspeed everything that isn't Scarfed, and assuming that I'm not lowered speed via webs. And yeah, Sticky Webs is there just so if I see Galvantula turn 1, I can go ahead and Moonblast it and force him to hit me, or I can set up webs of my own just to negate it. And then we just have U-Turn on there if we want to get momentum, plus it pressures the Celebi a lot. And then here's our Diggersby answer. We got Rod Woodson, our Tapu Bulu. A defensive Bulu actually does not answer Diggersby, so I'm going with a pseudo-defensive Bulu. Okay, so we are Choice, Scarf, Grassy Surge, of course, Horn Leech, Mega Horn, Superpower, and Stone Edge. We have 248 in HP, 76 in defense, 184 in speed with an impish nature. So the reason that we are choice scarfed is because what I want him to do is I want him to hit me with a return and be like, oh, that did 65%. If he was offensive, it should have done a little bit more. So I'm thinking he's defensive. Like, I have max HP and a good amount of defense in here. So he'll think that maybe, oh, it was a high roller. Oh, he's specially defensive. There's something like that. And he'll stay in, and I'll bop him. We have enough speed on here that we will outspeed Terrakion. 232 times 1.5 is enough to get us over that 346 speed bump. So yeah, this is a good safety net for Terrakion. It's a good safety net for Diggersby. There's a chance that I one-shot the Celebi. It depends, though. Depends on his set and depends on the rolls. And then we got LeBron James, our Empoleon. We got the Wakanberry. And the Wakanberry there is there for the Galvantula and for the Mega Mawile, if he wants to Thunder Punch me or Thunderbolt me. And we are Scald, Aqua Jet, Stealth Rock, Defog, 248 in HP, 120 in Special Defense, 140 in Speed, and a Docile Nature. So there's a reason why I'm Docile. That's on purpose. Because I need attack for the Aqua Jet. I need defense to be able to take on the Mega Mawile to some degree. I need the special attack to be able to hit hard with Scald. I need the special defense so that I can take hits from Celebi and Typhlosion. And I need this speed so I can outspeed... Who is it outspeeding? I think it's outspeeding... I think it's Adamant Mega Mawile is what I sped crept this thing for. But Aqua Jet is so powerful because, like I said, Diggersby is so scary. So if I can just... Like, Aqua Jet does like 30% of that. If I can whittle it down to that point, then Aqua Jet it. That's going to be awesome. Plus, we have like triple priority in this week. So I'm not getting swept. Hopefully. Probably not. I don't know. But, yeah, this thing is nice. The hazard control is really good because, like I said, webs are a big issue. If I can get Galvantula out of the way, I could potentially defog on the Mega Mawile if I want to, because I'm not afraid of a Thunder Punch because I do have the Wakanberry there. So that's a thing. And then we got Jackie Cham or Mega Metacham, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Bullet Punch, and Zen Headbutt. Just going to be doing a lot of punching. I think I've said that like a million times. But anyways, it runs similar Seti Tweak. This thing is just so good. It rips a hole in his team. And shoutouts to Owen or Ogobina for helping me out. He helped me with a mock and we changed up some of the sets. So shout out to him. But yeah, this thing is really nice. Bullet Punch pressure is so good against this team. This is a way that I can handle the Mega Mawile. It outspeeds a lot of his defensive threats. And it outspeeds Hydreigon unless he's Scarfed, which is nice as well. It's just, he doesn't have good swap-ins for Mega Metacham. Like, it doesn't look overwhelmingly good until you realize he actually has 0 swap-ins to it. And then last but not least, we have Scavenger, our Linoon. We have Figgy Berry, Gluttony, Return, Extreme Speed, Stomping Tantrum, Belly Drum, 236 in HP, 252 in attack, Adamant Nature with 20 in speed. So I'm bringing Linoon here, and Linoon doesn't look all that great because Mawile's there. You know, Terrakion is not going to let me set up. Oricorio is going to wall me unless I have Shadow Claw. But I figured he's not going to even prep for that this much. I've only brought it once. I brought it against Silver. And if I can get rid of the Mega Mawile, and he doesn't have Oricorio, which he didn't bring, if I get rid of the Mega Mawile and I can chip down the Terrakion at least a little bit, then this thing does sweep. It does put in a ton of work, and the nice thing is Extreme Speed is going to out-prioritize a Diggersby if he's like Life Orb Quick Attack or Banded Quick Attack and he's like on a little bit of HP. I will be able to out-prioritize him there, so that's good. But yeah, I can set up on... Not everything. I can set up on stuff like Celebi, Blastoise, and such. So, just go and hop into the game. So I think I led Ribombee. Yes, I led it Ribombee, as he's going to lead Terrakion. So, I'm like, Ribombee's pretty good in this match. He didn't bring Hydreigon, you know, but Ribombee's still pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and swap out my Empoleon. We're going to see if he's going to Rock Slide. And I'm just going to double back out into my Ribombee, seeing if he wants to close combat. So now, on turn 2, we already know that this isn't a Choice Scarf Terrakion. Already great information. We get to click Moonblast here. It's a very free play. As he's going to go Typhlosion, or I actually went for the Sticky Web. Because I saw that his only remover was Blastoise. I could have Moonblast. That would have been nice. But we're going to go into our Incineroar now. I want to save some HP on my Empoleon. As we were going to eat that up, that does reveal to be a Choice Scarf Typhlosion. So we'll have to keep that in the back of our heads. This is a really, really free knockoff here, though. And he's going to go into his Blastoise. and I'm okay with this. We get the knockoff off, which is going to get rid of his Rindo Berry. So he might be a Blizzard set. He might be an Ice Beam set. It was probably a Bulu Bait set. But now that that's gone, that's awesome. I'm just going to U-turn out here. I don't want to keep my Fire type in on a Water type. And we're going to go into our Empoleon here. So he is going to go for the Rapid Spin. And this is an interesting play. I can opt to go for Stealth Rocks. I can opt to go for the Scald. No, those are my two plays. While Stealth Rocks are nice, yes, they're really only good for the Typhlosion. And I figure if I set up Rocks now and he Scalds me, now, then I'm going to lose that damage, or I'm going to lose that. Then he's going to Rapid Spin, and I'm going to Scald on the following turn. So pretty much what's been exchanged is Scald, Scald, Spin, Rocks. So it's pretty much, if I Scald him now and then Rock on the following turn, it accomplishes the exact same thing, and it doesn't allow his Terrakion, Diggersby, or yeah, that would pretty much be the gist of what's coming in. So I'm going to Scald, and he's actually going to go Diggersby, which is a blessing. That burn does not matter. It only matters if he was going to try and preserve it. But even so, like I said, I have priority on 3 things, and I have 2 Mons that outspeed it. So really, it would have only been effective against my Incineroar because everything else would have outsped it and killed it. He said after the game that it was Life Orb Agility, I think. I think that's what it was. But yeah, he got greedy with this. He expected me to set Rocks, and now we're just going to go ahead and Aqua Jet and kill this thing off. So Empoleon has already done more than I can ask. And it's going to go to the he's going to go to the Celebi. I just make the play into Incineroar. I don't care if he Earth Powers. He's going to set up the Rocks. I'm just going to U-turn. It's a pretty free pressure. He's going to go back out into the Blastoise. I U-turn. I get back into my Empoleon. And now we're just going to play the Scald game. He's going to Scald me. I actually defog first. Yes, I defog first. And then he's going to Scald me again. I'm just going to start playing this Scald game. I don't really care. He's going to Scald me as I set up the Rocks. So pretty much what I want to gain from this exchange is I want to make sure that the Blastoise is low enough so that whatever comes in can kill it. And I want to make sure that Rocks are up at the end of this exchange. So that's what I'm going to aim for. He's going to go for the spin now. I'm going to now Scald him. I'm going to set up Rocks on the following turn. I don't want to burn him at all. I really would not like to burn him because that would offset some of the turns. He's going to spin now. We are going to Scald him. And we are not going to get the burn, thankfully. And I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rock right here. We're going to live that Scald, which is really nice. We're going to get up our Rocks, and we're going to die, which is amazing. That is exactly what I wanted to accomplish from that exchange. Like, Typhlosion is sitting up a little high, and Terrakion could potentially sweep me still. I don't have the ability to Aqua Jet anymore, but I still have, Bullet Punch in the back. And I'm going to get up Rocks for the Typhlosion, so its Eruption is going to not hardly do as much. So I'm going to go to my Incineroar. We get a nice U-turn off. We kill the Blastoise. Fantastic. Now if I get up Webs, they're here to stay. So he's going to go to Terrakion. And now my second thought in my mind is, oh, is he Roselli Berry? So I'm just going to swap out again. I'm going to go to my Tapu Bulu. The Diggersby's gone. This is really what Tapu Bulu is still around for. And I am going to double out into the Incineroar, predicting the Celebi, as that's not going to be the case. He actually goes for the Poison Jab. So very glad that he didn't close combat that. But I'm just going to go back into my Bulu because I know now that it is intimidated, he cannot kill me with a Poison Jab. And he's just going to close combat anyway, so that's fine. We'll see what he wants to do. He definitely dies now. Out comes the Typhlosion. We're going to do a good amount with that Horn Leech, and now he's forced into a situation where he has to click Fire Blast. Eruption is just simply not going to be doing enough. And I get to go right out into my Incineroar, going to help it out with this Grassy Terrain, which is going to end this turn, actually, so that's kind of an irrelevant statement. But you're going to see that it only does 24 now, like, compared to the Eruption, which did, like, 35. So it's a lot better. And I get to, I think I knock off. I either knock off or I U-turn. I think I U-turn. He's going to miss the Fire Blast. I went for the U-turn because I did not want to allow Terrakion a free swap in to just get boosted up, because that thing was terrifying at this point. I'm just going to go into my Linoon because I know that I live, and I'm going to eat my Figgy Berry, which is kind of irrelevant, but I get the return off, and that kills this thing. So while we're not going to get the chance to set up with Linoon because literally everything is going to kill me from this point if I try and belly drum. We at least got the kill on the Typhlosion, which is important. We're up 5-3 at this point. I knew he would Swords Dance here. I at least played it in that sense because, I mean, if we go back a turn, he Fire Blast, yada yada yada. Let's get to this point. Right there. Because I figure the only way that I lose this game at this point in time is if he's Roselli Berry and he sets up. That's the only way that he can win. So he either close combats me and kills me. Like, extreme speed from neutral is going to do quite literally nothing. So I can either Stomping Tantrum him, which will do like 40%. Or I can just belly drum up and then hit him for an extreme speed on with 65% on the following turn. I just didn't want him setting up. So this is going to put me in a range where I can't lose to Terrakion anymore. Because we go for the E-speed, we do 72%. And he's going to Rock Slide. And the reason that we win now is because I have Bulu that outspeeds. Well, we don't lose to Terrakion. We don't necessarily win. Mega Mawile could still bring this back with shenanigans. But if he was Babiri, then Ribombee kills. If he was Roselli, then Medicham kills. But I think Bullet Punch still might have even killed. But it's kind of irrelevant because Tapu Bulu just comes in and cleans this up. He gets a Horn Leech kill. And then Tapu Bulu is essentially useless here on out. As he goes into his Celebi. And I'm gonna go into my Ribombee because I want to have as much health as I can on my Incineroar because that's my best answer from the Mawile at this point. But he's gonna get up its rocks, so nice play. And then I'm gonna Moonblast, do 40%, you know, good damage, and he's gonna set up the Trick Room. Okay, I'm pretty terrified right now, but I know that it's only gonna be 4 turns, and I have enough sacks to play. To where when I come out of the Trick Room, Medicham wins the game. So I'm going to Hidden Power Ground expecting this thing to come out. That was a kind of obvious play, and I lose nothing by doing it. And then he's going to go for the Play Rough. He takes out my Ribombee. I go into my Incineroar 100% of the time. I do live a Play Rough at this range. And I'm just going to Protect to try and stall out the Trick Room. I did not want him to Swords Dance, but at the very least, like I said, we were going to be fine. And we do live the Play Rough. We're going to Flare Blitz, and we kill the Mega Mawile. And then it just comes down to whether the fact that Mega Medicham will kill a Celebi with Fire Punch. And yes, it does. So your Portland Timbers are going to be moving on to the second round of the playoffs. And I can say who I'm not playing, or say who I am playing because it's not a spoiler. We are playing Silver in the Floridian Typhlosions. But GG to Elliott. This was a very, very close game. That Trick Room Mega Mawile was terrifying. It almost brought it back at the end there. But we made sure we had enough outs to save us from being destroyed from that thing. And yeah, so GG. Great season, man. And yeah, we're going to be playing Silver. We lost to Silver in week 2, only 1-0. Pretty good friend of mine, and it's gonna be a throwdown. It's gonna be a great match, and I'm looking forward to it. His team is so good. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Look out for that game, guys. And thank you guys all for watching. I think it's gonna be a triple upload today because this morning you got the ISA draft analysis. You're getting this in the afternoon-ish, and then you're getting ISA week 1 at night? Question mark? I don't know. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.